All right, in this presentation, I will talk about 10 reservoir engineering analysis, including production and pressure analysis, formation evaluation, productivity or deliverability analysis, nodal analysis, pressure transient analysis, water encroachment analysis, decline curve analysis, material balance, well reservoir analysis, and lastly, reservoir simulation. I will just give you a brief summary or a general survey because of course we cannot deep down each topic. It will take too long. Okay, so I will just give you general topic regarding each of this analysis, and maybe later on in the future we can study each of the topic more thoroughly. All right, so we start with production and pressure analysis. This is the thing that you will do if you are a new engineer, a graduate engineer or a junior engineer. This is the first analysis that you have to conduct. All right, this is a production and pressure analysis. It is simple, it is easy. You just need to analyze the performance of your field, your reservoir, or your well. Okay, so as you can see here in the graph, in the plot, I have oil production plot, and then gas production plot, and then the black one is well count. How many wells do you have, right? And then the water cut. So if you combine all the plots like the one I have on the left here, you can analyze. As you can see, you have declining oil profile and increasing gas oil ratio profile. And of course, your water cut increase suddenly and significantly, and after that it stabilized. And you need to analyze, why is that? Why your well or why your reservoir behave like that? Is there water coning? Is there water channeling? And I don't know, maybe operational issues, maybe your reservoir pressure decline. You need to analyze that, and you need to make recommendation to optimize your production. Okay, so you can make your analysis like on the left side, and you can also arrange your plot to be on the right side. So you separate each plot and then you analyze that individually. So as you can see, first in the early production life, I have increasing oil flow rate, and then it stabilizes, and then lastly it declines, maybe naturally or maybe because of other things. And you can see your GOR practically zero, and then after that it jumps significantly, dramatically, and also your water cut, and this is the well count. Okay, so you need to do analysis. You need to look at all your wells, you need to look at your reservoir, and then make recommendation from that. You can also plot the performance, the profile of all your wells like the one I have on the slide here. So you can see which well give us the highest oil, which well give us the lowest oil, and from that you can know the best well, the best producer, and maybe you want to take care of that. And if you have well that produce with low flow rate or maybe zero flow rate, maybe you need to stimulate that. Maybe you need to optimize the production. Okay, so this kind of analysis is very important, especially if you are a junior engineer. Okay, and this is one case. So I have a production profile of one well. We call it well A. Firstly, we have production that is quite steady, right? Quite steady. But after that, it declines. Maybe we can say declines rapidly. Why? Maybe it because of a natural decline trend, or maybe because of reservoir pressure depletion, or maybe we don't know. We need to analyze. And after we survey the adjacent area, we know that we have another well, well B. And you can see the early phase of this production, well A, give us stabilized production. But after well B on stream start producing, you can see the production of well A drops. So we can say, we can analyze, maybe there is a production interference between well A and well B. Okay, and we don't like that. We don't like that. We don't like production interference. So because they produce from the same zone, they produce from the same area. It's only a production acceleration, not reserve addition. Okay, what we like is reserve addition, not production acceleration. Okay, so this is the thing that happened. So we shut in the well A, and then after shutting in well B also, we reproduce well B, and you can see well B can produce but with lower decline rate. Okay, you can see the decline here is steeper, but the decline here is more gentle because there is no longer production interference with well A. Okay, and we need to look at other area, adjacent area, and we find well C. Okay, well C also start producing in this time interval. So that's why we understand now, because of this analysis, the production decline is really steep, because of we have 3 producers actually producing from the same reservoir, from the same zone, and that's why we only have production acceleration giving us high decline rate. Okay, after shutting in well A, you can see there is no longer production from A here. We can see the decline rate from B and C becomes lower. And lastly, they can produce with more or less the same decline rate, which means that there is no production interference between B and C. So B maybe produce oil from this area, maybe. So if I use pen, maybe B produce from this area, okay, and maybe C from here, this area. There is no production interference between them, so that's why they have the same decline rate. There is no production acceleration, there is no production interference. Okay, so this kind of analysis you should do when you become a new engineer, a junior engineer. All right, it's quite interesting actually, because from this kind of analysis you start to learn how to know your well, how to be acquainted with your reservoir. And not only the production, you need to understand, you need to analyze the pressure profile, the pressure behavior of your reservoir.